Hi, everyone in YouTube world. I want to say, first off, thank you for watching my channel and being a part of my community, our community. I consider it all of us. And hi, Eleanor. And if you have a deck of cards and you want to pull some with us and maybe give your opinion on what they mean, we'll discuss. Anyways, today is Bills' playoff game. They are playing the Broncos, so go Bills. I am wearing Milano today. Kevin will be wearing Kincaid as normal, or has a Christmas anyway. That's what he got for Christmas. Got sun-kissed. Go Bills. Absolutely go Bills. Help us reach 2,500 subscribers so we can give away this beautiful quilt that was made by Eleanor. And Eleanor and Gina are part of my channel. They help me and inspire me and encourage me. And I appreciate that so much. And hopefully we will get to hear their voices and maybe eventually see their faces. But you never know. People can be camera shy, so it's okay. Anyway. Yeah, you guys are gonna have to get. I'm gonna have to send you some hot tea and popcorn. I'm gonna have to get you guys some jerseys, aren't I? I got plenty. If you were here, you'd be wearing them. Anyways, I just wanted to say that if anybody has any questions, if you're on, I know that the world is crazy today and yesterday and the day before that, since this, I don't even know what to call it. I don't want to insult even idiots. I don't want to insult idiots. This individual that is running our government is bat shit crazy. And I said shit, sorry. Anyway, he is batshit crazy. And I have a Bella the Bat costume. So the next time there's a protest that I can go to, I'm going to wear it. And I'm going to say Trump is batshit crazy. Impeach and remove. But anyway, there's a lot going on in the world today. There's a lot of violence created by ICE, not necessarily peaceful protesters. We cannot allow him to interact with the Insurrection Act. We cannot allow him to do that. We have to. Yeah, the bat's my spirit animal, so they're 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 right there with me, and I don't blame you for liking the 49ers. I like them too, as long as they're not the Patriots. I'm happy, or Kansas City Chiefs. Those are my two least favorite teams. It used to be Miami, but I let go of that 40-year-old grudge. So anyway, yeah, I can't. I wish that um I think it might be racist, but there's a lot of diversity. There's a lot of different players. You know, there's a lot of Black, there's a lot of Mexican, there's a lot of Italian. Milano himself is Italian. Um, Josh Allen is, good old country boy, but from Wyoming. But there are a lot of mixed individuals on there. There's a couple Native Americans that play, so I don't know. It's diverse. It's the majority is Black. Um, but I don't look at people's skin color myself, and uh I just don't. I just never have. It's never been a part of my what I see. I look at I wish the 49ers would change their name too. And change their name, and the Chiefs. I support the players, just not the organization. I get it. I get it. I get that. The NFL, I don't know. I love watching football. It's my favorite sport, both college and pro. Um, but the organization itself, I think sometimes it's rigged, but who knows? I think that being called your team being called something like, say, the Chiefs, it it to me, it gives, like, the Chiefs are good, you know, and American Indian chiefs were good, they were high council. They were strong individuals and stood up for what they believed in, right or wrong. And, I believe that it's a compliment. I wish somebody would name their team after me. Go June. So go Bills, go June, go June. So, and I don't like what they, hi, Dakota. I don't, uh, neat, oh, net, neat. I can never say her name. The Junes. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles, money. It's money. It's also Trump tried to buy the Bills. I would have been no longer a Bills fan had he got them, but he inflated his wealth, which should be fraud. But he didn't get them, so I'm super happy that he didn't, because I would have had to burn all my jerseys, and I have a lot. I spent a lot of money on these jerseys over the years, so I'm glad he didn't get them. I'm glad the Palookas did. So I don't know what nationality they are, but anyway, yes, Trump is the Queen of Pentacles. He is greedy. He is a Gemini. He was born the same day as my first ex-husband. My first ex-husband was a good guy, sort of. Uh, just not a good husband, I guess. Or for me, I loved him, but wasn't in love with him. And there's a difference in that. So his birthday was also same day as Trump's, although he's not as narcissistic as Trump is. That's for sure. Ah, cheers, everybody who has their sun kissed. I hope that we're going to be using the Thelma deck today, and hopefully it's not too shiny. This deck is really kind of hard to focus on. It seems a little blurry sometimes, but High Priestess upside down. We need to be listening to our intuition. So anyways, if anybody has any questions they want to ask, please, by all means, put it out there. I wanted to say too that, with the Epstein files, the taking over Venezuela, NATO is going to stand up against us. I have heard that France and the European Union has already sent soldiers, boots on the ground, if you will, to Greenland to protect it from us. I never, ever, ever in my life thought I would hear us as being predators, the United States as being predators, but we are. Right now, with this regime, we are predators. We are sickening. and disgraceful. And I want everybody else in the world that watches my channel to know that we are not all Trumpers. We are not all crazy. We are not all batshit crazy. You know, we are sane. We are listening to our intuition. We are trying to do what is morally right by everyone. And ICE needs to be removed. And Congress, Senate needs to do something about that. And they need to act quickly and swiftly. So maybe that's a good question to start with. Will that figures. But I don't care who is connected with the Epstein files, but they all need to be exposed, and they all need Bill Clinton, Democrat, Republican, Trump, anybody who has helped or trafficked or did anything to these people to make them suffer all their lives, all their lives. They need to be held responsible and they need to pay. But I think the question I'm going to ask is Senate, Congress, somebody going to stop this regime and get ICE unpaid. It's using our tax dollars to terrorize our citizens and poor immigrants that do what the white boy doesn't want to do, like pick strawberries or oranges or whatever. You know, it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. If anybody should be pissed off, it is the Native Americans, in my opinion. As we came over here and took their land. So they're the only ones that have a legal right to be here, if you ask me. And I think that, you know, since we are paying for them to be in office, I think they need to listen to we, the people, who don't want violence in our streets. Our streets were safer before ICE came along. If you think about it, statistically, look it up, it's Googleable. Statistically, our streets were safer before ICE came along. So I'm going to ask Spirit, I'm going to ask Universe if uh, the Trump regime, Congress will take control, or Senate, somebody take control and get ICE out of our cities and stop funding them, stop the payment to them, let them find real jobs and not power hungry jobs, and let them pay for their crimes as well. That Jonathan Ross guy, I think he needs to be in jail, personally. My opinion, I'm entitled to it and I'm sticking to it. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. So anyway, will Congress take action to get rid of the ICE regime? I'm gonna get it to where you guys can see these ones are kind of hard to, you know, but you can see me shuffling. But anyway, will Senate, someone in government, take control and kick ICE to the curb? Kick them out. And I'm glad NATO is sticking up for Greenland. I think that's it. Okay, let's see what we got. Yeah, it looks like they're we got the 7 of Wands, you got the 3 of Pentacles straight up. Wow, I cannot believe it. I I hate it. I hate it for everyone who is going through this traumatic experience, but Congress is being serious. They're not living in a fantasy world like Trump. They're being serious and they are getting down to business. So hopefully the judges, I've heard some rumors, but I think they were AI generated. And the judges, we know that Trump appointed some, but they are standing up for what's morally right in our Constitution. And, I was listening to just Tennessee Brando the other day, and he said, um, you might as well throw those "Don't tread on me" signs away because you're allowing the government to tread on you, and or flags or license plates or whatever you put that on. Um, and those good old boys need to step away. They need to step away. And they are, down to business, I believe, Congress and Senate. They have new ways of combating, if you will, the regime, and they're trying very hard to do it peacefully and not with a ball bat like I would be doing, knocking the bullets right back at them. But anyway, they're trying. We do have the world upside down. They're not going for different cultures per se, and they are trying very hard to be allowed to do what they need to do without their hands being tied, which there were 3 senators, I do believe, that were locked out of a federal building that ICE would not let these senators in, which is illegal. So there we go. There's another lawsuit for you, Trump. Um, will justice prevail? Doesn't look like it. Looks like we're going to have to fight a little harder. Looks like they're going to have to fight a little harder. I just believe that, we've got to change. We've got to do something. And the more protests we do, the better off we are. I know we're risking our lives, but what is our life going to be worth? What is our children's life going to be worth if we don't stand up to this regime? What's it going to be like? They're going to kill us anyway. Next thing you know, we'll be going to gas chambers. I mean, come on. You know that. We're already struggling. I know I am. We got to change this card to this way. We got to get justice, both for the victims of Epstein and Trump and that modeling agency, whatever, Melania as well as Maxwell. We've got to get justice for those girls and boys. We've got to get justice for our immigrants, our legal immigrants even, and American citizens. We've got to get justice for the Renee Nicole Good of the world. The Renee Nicole Good of the world. Her name was Good. And they shot her. She wasn't using her vehicle as a weapon, as they claim in 10 seconds of it happening. They didn't even do any investigation. So we need to turn this card this way. And the only way we can do it is by getting out there and voting. And if there's no Democrat, don't vote for that person. Write somebody in, write June in. I might get some votes. Write my name in for any Democrat situation. I do that all the time. I don't write my name in. I usually write Judy's name in, but I think I'll start writing my own name in. Anyway, so let's change it to where we get justice for ourselves, for those immigrants, for our friends, for our family, for our community, for those in other countries who are fighting with us, and realizing that everybody is not a trumpet. And let's use our intuition. Let's be smart about it. Let's use our intuition. If you feel as though you can't protest, you can't get out there, you can't show your face or whatever, wear a costume. Drive by. Do what you can to support these people out there protesting. And, don't tamper your enthusiasm. Don't invoke violence, but don't tamper your enthusiasm. So if somebody comes up and shoots somebody in a protest, they should be held accountable. Record if you can. If you've got a phone on you, record what's going on. Record it. Get their license plate number. Follow them. Get their license plate number. Turn them in to your local police officers. Not ICE, but your local police force. Turn them in. And then let them hold them responsible. And if they don't, then we protest against our local law enforcement because they're not doing what they're supposed to do, which is take murderers and criminals off the street. Not ICE, our local law enforcement. So that's what that says. If you're, yeah, I agree with that too. Nicody. I think I got it. Nicody. I think I got it. I think I got your name, Nicody. Nicody. Anyway, I got it, I think. I think that if he's traumatized, he doesn't need to be out there in the field. I think half of them don't need to be out there in the field. There was a report that Proud Boy founder was sitting in the reserve section in a Senate hearing or oversight committee, and he was spotted. And why is he there? He's not in the Senate. Why was he in the reserve section? Why? Because Trump is supporting Proud Boys. Trump is a Proud Boy himself. I don't know what they have to be proud about, but anyway, why they call them Proud Boys, I have no idea. They're chickens, if you ask me. They might as well wear sheets, Yeah, he is threatening the Insurrection Act. He sure is. But it's his people that are insurrecting. So I think that the Congress and the judges and Senate all need to look at who's causing this violence. And then go ahead, put the Insurrection Act in place and let's get ICE out of here, because they're the ones that are inciting it. They're the ones that are going into neighborhoods, knocking on people's door, dragging kids out of school, dragging kids out of their house, zip tying them. I mean, there's all kinds of things that ICE is doing. There is, the last count I heard was they killed 16 American citizens, not criminals, not immigrants, but 16 American citizens. 16. One is too many. They're the ones that are causing the violence. Trump is causing the violence. He wants to do martial law so we cannot vote in November, guys. Remember this. He wants to do that. And poor Walz and his daughter have had death threats and people driving by their house, yelling obscenities and all kinds of things. So, I mean, if he can take a stance, we can. I'm not afraid. And the priest that they picked up off the street, they asked, "Are you afraid yet?" He said, "No." And they said, "You're white. You wouldn't be any fun anyway." That's exactly what they said. And he was a priest. I thought we were supposed to be a religious Christian nation. Are we not? Where's your morals, Proud Boys? Where's your morals, ICE? I know there's got to be some of you that have some morals. Stick up for the ones who don't. Stick up for the people who you are trying to fight against. Use your morals and your judgment. Use your feelings. Use your heart. That's what I say to ICE agents. Come and get me. I ain't scared. You'll be doing me a favor, probably. So, I ain't scared. Hi, Jane with twins. It's good to see you on here. It's been a while. I missed you. I hope you're doing good. I hope everything is fine in Norway. It's crazy here. I wish I were in Norway. We'd be drinking Sunkist together. Anyway, I don't know if anybody else has any questions or not, but I won't let it answer anything. I'm just rambling on and being all kinds of, me. Go Bills. Yeah, Junior Sunkiss and sunflowers. Love sunflowers and love Sunkissed. And love my community. Thank you guys for being a part of it. Please hit like and subscribe, share, whatever you can do to help this channel and our community grow. Because the stronger we are, standing alone, you're just one person, one voice. But when you have a community, you feed off of each other and you build a stronger, more powerful voice. Let's remember that. Let's keep those guys sending them positive energy, the people that are protesting in Minneapolis, and send a protective bubble around them. Let the pepper spray bounce off of them and back into the officer's face. Let them get a ball bat and bounce those rubber bullets right back at them, because they blinded people with those bullets, shooting them in the face. Really? They're so They're cowardly. They won't show ID. They won't show their face. They're cowardly. They're not held accountable. And Vance said that they're immune to prosecution because they're holding up the law. No, they're breaking the law. And anybody can put a mask on and some fatigues and a fake ICE vest and go out there and do whatever they want. So they're not held accountable? Really? I think everybody should be held accountable. For what do I see for the midterms? I don't know. Well, the Democrats denounce ICE. They should. Let's see. I'll do that one first, and then I'll see what's going on for the, because I think those are the first two. Will the Democrats denounce ICE? Let's ask Spirit. Will the Democrats denounce ICE? And then I'll do yours for the midterms. But will the Democrats denounce ICE? I hear marching. Or maybe it's scratching. I don't know. I don't know if you guys hear that or not. Let's stop. No? Where's that coming from? It's almost like I'm hearing like soldiers marching. Six of Wands. Yeah. Hell yeah, they're going to denounce them. Yep. No kudos for you, Ice. No kudos. No awards, no nothing but denouncement. Yes, they're going to denounce them. Yes, they are using their intuition, their intellect, their smarts to realize that this is not right. And they know it. So they are going to fight like hell, lo- logistically, logically, intuitively, to get ICE out of our country, or to at least defund them. Defund ICE. Next thing. And it looks like they're going to try to do just that. They're not going to nurture that. They're not going to support that. They're going to vote it out. And they are looking at world leaders, other world leaders, and people of different heritage, different religions, different. They're looking at them. They are human beings. We all have different opinions. We're like assholes. We all have one. You know, we all have a different opinion. And it's okay. It's okay to have a different opinion. And it's okay to have different religions. It's okay to be who you are. It's okay. You get to be who you are. That's why you were here. And, I was talking with Eleanor the other day, and I believe that we all sign a contract when we decide to come to this plane, or this earth, if you will. And some of us are living out our contracts. Some of us are baby souls, and they don't know what the hell they're doing. Immaturity, as somebody said there. So yes, Three of Wands is straight up. That's their ship. The Democrat ship is coming in. I think it's going to happen sooner than later, maybe by spring, hopefully. And the Seven of Swords means they're tweaking their plan. They got a plan, and they're tweaking it, and they're going to make sure that it stands, that no one can do this ever, ever, ever again in the United States. That they can't do it ever again, and it just fell on the floor. So it's telling me to reinnervate, that they are tweaking their plan, and they are taking swift action, and it's going to happen sooner than we think, maybe even by fall. Well, spring is come next, so hopefully it happens by spring. So what was that other question? I forget it. Somebody said it, and I can't get back up there. It was about, oh shoot, I done forgot. Midterms. Yeah, that's what it was about. Thank you, Eleanor. Will the Democrats take over the House and Senate in the midterm elections? I say, June says, if it's not rigged, they will. Let's see what Spirit says. Let's see what Spirit says to say about that. Midterms. Will Democrats and independents, I don't care who takes it over, as long as it isn't Republicans, because they're idiots, or liberals. I don't care who takes it over. Libertarians. Will the Democrats take the House and Senate midterms? I know they probably won't here in Tennessee, because there ain't a Democrat running. I want to run, but I won't get voted for. I can't even get 25 names on a petition to run. But I got a meeting with Move On. Yep. Looks like they're going to have enough money and support and things of value to do that. So yes, they are. Probably not here in Tennessee, but everywhere else, Yay. Maybe the independents will get here in Tennessee, as there are a few independents running. So hopefully they'll get my vote. They won't. The Republicans will not. And Jan, I'll ask that in just a minute. Gina got, or not Gina, Eleanor got the temperance straight up, which means their voice the Democrats' voices will be heard. That people are listening to them. They're listening to their reason, and their reason is morally correct. Some people will never change their morality, like Trump, for instance. Trump will never change his morality. This is choices, and usually you have choice of 3. So some will never change their morality. Some will never. They're too narcissistic. They won't even take blame for something they've caused, like Trump. So I think that the Democrats will take over, and Trump is making some bad decisions. And those who follow him are making bad decisions. Page of Swords. They're going to be stubborn about it. They're going to hold it. They're going to count and recount. They're not going to allow election interference or election rigging, if you will. They will count and recount and recount. And I think that we need to demand a receipt of how we voted so that we, the people, know and can take it back to court or wherever, to the ballot box, and say, look, this is the way I voted. I want it to be recounted. 6 of Swords. Yeah, they're going places. Yeah, they're going places. Democrats are definitely going places, and they are moving forward with their plan. Like the other one said, that 7 of Swords was tweaking it and making it to where it cannot be denied. Whoop, there went an orb. I don't know who that was. I don't know if that was Renee Good or Harmony or who, but somebody was here with me. So, and the 10 of Cups, some people are not going to be happy about this, but at least we'll be safer. At least we'll be more moral than we are at the moment. These people are, they're the dirt beneath our shoes. They should be the doormats that we wipe our feet on. I mean, they are beyond. I think they all need to be put in a mental institution, to be honest. Then we have the King of Swords, which is a Libra type of individual. So we need to find our balance. We need to find our justice. We need to make sure that those that are affected by this get their justice. And yes, the Democrats will take the majority. We will. We'll still have our stupid Mike Johnson and probably Marsha Harshberger or whatever the hell her name is in Tennessee here. And Blackburn probably still have those bootlickers here in Tennessee, because I don't know what's wrong with Tennessee. I think they all they've fallen and bumped their head or something. I don't know what's going on. So was there another question? Oh, Jan wanted to know what's coming up for her for the next a little bit. Jane with 2 N's, not Jan. I keep calling her Jan with 2 N's, but it's Jane with 2 N's. Norway, our friend from Norway, which I'm glad to see on here today. I'll put your name in the bowl for sure. And please, guys, if you're out there just watching, comment. You can get your name in the bowl. Might win that quilt. So, Anyway, what's coming up for Jan with two N's? Jane. Why do I want to call you Jan? I had a friend named Jan. She passed away not too awful long ago. Maybe that was her. Jane with two N's. Jane. It's coming up for Jane, Spirit. Got the Ten of Wands. Woof, carrying heavy burdens, Jane, according to Eleanor's card. Let's see. Oh, carrying up more than your fair share of the load, dear, which is not cool. I say let people carry their own luggage. We all got baggage, trust me. And people shouldn't expect other people to carry their baggage. I'm trying to do this where you guys can see. Okay, I think that's it for Jan here. Let's see what's going on. Woo! And I got the Nine of Wands, where Eleanor got the Ten of Wands. Jeannie got the Ten of Swords reverse, which is a good thing. You know who your enemies are. You know who needs to carry their own luggage. And this is telling you, you're going to let them. If you have any kind of legal issues, it's not working out in your favor right now. Also, you know, you're sometimes we think we're helping and we're actually enabling. So try to let those people carry their own luggage for a while. You've carried enough. I do see that you having a happy outcome, though. I see a lot of love around you, a lot of happiness and joy and emotional bliss, if you will. I see a lot of that around you, and I think that's awesome because I believe that you are a wonderful soul. You are a wonderful soul, not just a person, but a wonderful soul. There's no need to take swift new action. I think that you're doing the best that you can with what you have to do with. I think that you are trying the best you can try, and that's all you can do is be you. And if nobody likes that, that's their loss, in my opinion. You have everything you need. You have drive, you have passion, you have ideals, you have things of value that are valuable to you, which is your time, your money, your car, your house, whatever. You have things that are valuable to you, your family. You have everything that you need. Remember that. You have everything that you need. Maybe not everything you want, but everything you need. And you're thinking logically, not fantastical. You're not living in a fantasy world. You're thinking logically. You are believing in yourself and your abilities. And I think that's pretty awesome. You got the Five of Wands. Oh, Five of Wands is kind of struggling with your family, straight up. But I believe that, sometimes struggling with your family, we don't always agree. We're going to have our differences, and it's okay. It's okay to debate, not necessarily argue. I got my husband a T-shirt for Christmas, and it said, "I'm not arguing. I'm just explaining why I'm right." So, I think that's a good way to look at it. And you got the Moon card. Don't allow depression to set in. You're doing the right thing, and you're doing the best you can do. And you are only one person. So you do you, boo. You do you, Jane, with two N's. You do you. And forget the rest. You can do only what you can do. You're one person that can only do one thing at a time. So you do you, my friend. And I think you'll just be fine. Fine, fine, fine. As Alanis Morissette was say, I'm fine, fine, fine. Oh, that was my country accent coming out, and she's not a country singer. I got one hand in my pocket, and the other one is flashing a peace sign. So, you do you, Jane, with Jan with two N's. You do you, and believe in you. Start your day with believing that you can do anything you so choose to do. Yeah, and I always beat him out. It's your opinion, and you're entitled to it. So, and you do. I believe that you try your best. I believe that you are 100% morally intact. I believe that your soul radiates through. I'm sure that other people see that in you as well. I believe that wholeheartedly. Our friends in Iran who don't have Wi-Fi, how are they? We did a reading on that last time, but we'll do it again. I don't think the situation is getting any better in Iran. I know Trump said, "Oh, I've got your back. You go ahead and protest. We'll be there. We'll be there. We'll be there." Well, we're not there. We're invading Venezuela, and then we're going to try to invade Iceland. We're not in Iran, and we're not going, it doesn't look like. So they're kind of on their own, and there have been, well, I don't know about millions, but there have been thousands killed in Iran, and they can't get away to get their voice heard. At least 40% of the country cannot. So let's see if there are any energy changes in Iran. And I believe that Verizon was cyber attacked as well. I know I did a reading on it. It said it wasn't, but it said it was an internal issue, but doesn't mean that they weren't just trying to wreak havoc. Ooh, I guess that's it. Let's see. Well, Iranians are not naive. They know what's going on. They know, just like here, if they get out and protest, they're risking their life. They know that. And they're willing to do that for the rest of their people to have freedom, the right to marry who they want to, the right to be themselves. So they're not naive. They realize what's going on, and they're fighting like hell to stop it, with or without America's help. And they're standing their ground. They're not letting up. So I'm assuming that they'll cut off all contact with the world, and hopefully NATO will intervene there as well as they are with Greenland. So let's hope. You got the Hierophant straight up, lighting a path, showing learning sometimes by yourself, even learning a way to negotiate your soul, your life, your morality. And you know what? It all boils down to morals, all of it. Even here, there, and here, everywhere. It boils down to morals. What are your morals? I think they're trying to stand their ground and be firm, whether they're risking their life or not. And if I could get out there, and you got the King of Pentacles reversed. That's an Aquarian type of sign. So they're being, they're speaking their truth. They're being charming and charismatic. I don't know how they can do that in a world full of chaos, but they're doing it, and they're showing they're not going to stop. They're not going to stop. Kill us all. Who will you have to work for you if you kill us all or you detain us all? Who will be left to pick your whatever or to help you feed your population? Who will be left? No one. Same answer goes for Donald Trump. Who's going to be left? Who's going to be left? Are you going to kill everybody? You're going to be the only one left? Who are you going to rule? Oh, you're going to Greenland. That's right. I forgot. You're going to try to ruin Greenland too, like you are the United States. You're going to bankrupt that country as well as you are Venezuela. I know the bills don't start here until 4:30. I think that's what it told me anyway. So, but yes, I can pull a card for you. Pull a card or two. What do you want to know? Who's going to change his diapers? It won't be Melania. I know that. I guess maybe one of his abused kids. Not Ivanka. Hopefully. Let's see. What do you want to know, Nicody? Oh, nice. So what did you want to know? Oh, just in general. What's up? What's up, Spirit? What's up for Nicody? What is up for her coming up in general? What's going on in her life? Do we need to give her a heads up on something, Spirit? Wow. You got some message here, Nicody. I hope I'm saying your name right. That's it. Okay. These two are all right. Reserve judgment first and foremost. Try. Sometimes it's hard. We all get a little judgmental sometimes. I know I'm pretty judgmental on Trump at the moment. So I get it. I understand that. And the card behind this is, the celebration card. You're not going to be celebrating. You're not going to be dancing in the streets anytime real soon. It looks like for this winter anyway. It's too cold. Who wants to dance in the street when it's this cold, huh? I guess I got to do it this way. I don't see you being stubborn. I see you trying to be peaceful and going with the flow and trying to reserve that judgment. And I don't think you care much about dancing in the street right now anyway, because it's cold. But you could say warm if you were dancing in the street. It looks like you're trying to pull your horses together. You're trying to get everything in a row, your ducks in a row, if you will, and pull your horses together and move forward and move forward. And this is a major arcana. This is your only major. No, judgment was your first major. This is your second major arcana. And this talks about, yes, get your ducks in a row, do one thing at a time, and that's all you can do. A lot of people think, oh, I can multitask. You can't. Something doesn't get your full attention if you're trying to multitask. And so you need to get those horses working together to pull that carriage one straightforward motion instead of trying to pull you in a different directions. You have the Four of Swords. It tells me that you need rest. You need to get some good, solid sleep. And you need to be a little bit guarded against some individuals who don't have the same ideals or the same morality that you do. You need to be a little bit guarded with them. Say hello, be polite, but I wouldn't hang. I would say, I gotta go take a nap. Bye. You also have made some difficult decisions of late, and some haven't turned out the way you had hoped. And it's time to say, I don't believe in mistakes. I believe these are learning lessons. Try not to do those again. Try not to make those learning lessons again. You got the t-shirt. You're good. Move on. Try something differently. And allow people to tell you how wonderful you are. Say thank you and move on. Accept the award. Accept the kudos. You deserve it. You're a good person. You're not going out there trying to hurt anybody or take something that's not yours. You are being an awesome individual, so accept the awards. If somebody says thank you, you're welcome. Glad to do it. So that's for you in general, Miss Nicody. I agree with that. I agree with that totally, Nicody. There's no need in stirring up things that don't need to be stirred up. I don't know what that disagree on stuff and things, but sweet. That would be fun, wouldn't it? I'd vote for that team. Go Junes. I wish I'd win the lottery. Kept my husband he'd be in one of those mechanical suits where he could walk around, do whatever he wanted. I mean, he really would if I won the lottery. And then I'd try to support the Junes football team. I think it would be an honor to have a football team named after me. I would love it because I believe I'm strong. Whether I really am or not, I don't know, but I believe I'm spiritually strong. Maybe not physically, but spiritually strong. Of course I can, Gina. Of course I can. What do you want to know, just in general? In general. Okay. Let's see what's going on with Gina. I know that Gina and I and Eleanor have some things in the works, and hopefully it works out for all three of us. And let's see what's going on for Gina. What's up, Gina? What's up for Gina? What's up for my girl? Gina, there's one thing I want to say. And I have a t-shirt, and it says it. And Kevin made up the slogan, believe in yourself when no one else does. Sasquatch. I believe in you. Eleanor believes in you. Our community believes in you. That's for sure. In general, Virginia. Oh, we got lots of things going on here, girl. Spirit is talking to you, Gina. Might as well put the whole deck out, right? that it for Gina there, Spirit? Okay, Gina. I think you got enough for a Celtic cross. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, almost. Well, I see your money picking up. Maybe you'll win the lottery. I see that you're getting more things of value, which may be time, it may be money, it may be a job opportunity, that something you love to do, and I think you can do it. That's a good card. And I see a lot of love around you too. I see people admire you. People admire your strength. They admire your standing up for your Native Americans. They admire that, and they stand with you. I see a lot of love around you. I see a lot of caring, a lot of compassion, a lot of empathy, a lot of strength in love and compassion. So that's wonderful. And you ain't playing with no devil. You ain't playing with that. You know the tricksters. You use your intuition, which is awesome, that you know who's playing tricks and who ain't. And I think that's awesome that you ain't playing. You're like, nah, ain't gonna do that. Nope, not this girl. And your generosity, I think that you have given a lot of yourself to others whom were not deserving, and you've learned that lesson. You got that t-shirt, so you're moving on from them too. I'm not saying you shouldn't be generous with your time or whatever, but some people deserve it and some people do not. And it looks like your spirituality is intact. You know your soul, you know your heart, you know where your spirituality lies. And I think that's amazing because a lot of people don't. They think they're religious or Christian or whatever, and they're really not. They don't even have a clue of where their spirituality is. But you do. You do. And I say hats off to you because that's part of the battle, is knowing where your spirituality lies. I don't see you moving anytime soon. I don't see you going anywhere, which is good because I want you around. I wish you would move to Tennessee, but you know, wishing and wanting, my rights end where your rights begin. So if you don't want to be in Tennessee, I can't make you be here, but I want you here. I think there's a celebration coming up, but you don't plan on going. And maybe you should. Maybe you should step out of your box and go. Or maybe you shouldn't because this is reverse. So if you're planning on going, maybe you should not go. And 6 of Cups. So let that little girl inside of you come out and play. Let her have some fun. Go out there and do what you want to do. Be you. And if other people don't like it, too flippin' bad. Tough. Your rights end where mine begin. My rights end where yours begin. So do you. Do you the best you can do. I believe in you. I believe in you. Gina, you got this. You're an amazing child. And you got the Page of Cups going with the flow. I hope so. Yeah, it's 4:30 Eastern time. Yeah, I tried to make sure that I had enough time to do this and still watch the game with my hubby. That's our favorite thing to do. I don't know what we're going to do after football season. We'll probably watch the bike race. And Gina, you will not be left out in the cold. So long as Kevin and I are alive, you will not be left out in the cold. Remember that. And I'd say Eleanor thinks the same way that I do. So, anybody else got a question? Anybody out there listening that maybe is afraid to type a scared? Did I just make up a new word? Probably. I do that all the time. So if you're out there and you're listening, please like and subscribe to this channel. Share it with your friends. And if you don't, I'm sorry. I'm just being me. I'm being my spiritual self, my true self. So if you don't like it, I'm sorry for your loss. Yeah, the Olympics are coming up. I do kind of like figure skating. Kevin hates it. So I doubt we'll watch Olympics, but the bike race starts, I think, in July. So we'll be watching the Tour de France. And I'm really disappointed in America, so I probably will not watch Olympics because, yeah, I do like figure skating, though. Kevin doesn't. He hates it, so I doubt we'll watch that. We'll find something. Sundays are usually our day, but since it's playoff Saturday, I guess today is our day. Tomorrow, he gets back. Card for you girls, 9 of Pentacles. Looks like their money might be yeah, scared. Yeah, I mean, afraid, scared. It's afraid. Chivalry. An arrangement of shelves is what that means. But a 9 of Pentacles for you girls. That looks like their money is picking up. Looks like their things of value are being more morally intact. So that's good for you girls. Let's see what I get for you girls. Got one. Ah, they're being realistic. They're finally starting to see things for the way they really are. Instead of living in that fantasy world, they're being very realistic. I love it. I love it for your girls, Eleanor, that they're being realistic. They're being honest to themselves as well as others. I love that. They're seeing things for what it is instead of what they were told it was. That's a good one. And this, I like volleyball. I don't know if they have it in the Winter Olympics or not, but they have it in the Summer Olympics. I like watching sledding too. I saw where the American team, I don't know if they were practicing or what, but everybody fell off the sled except for toboggan, but one person. I think he made it to the finish line. I don't know. Anybody else out there afraid or scared or just don't want to comment? If you don't want to comment, that's okay. I can't put your name in the bowl for the quilt, but please hit like and subscribe and share. Let's get to 2,500 subscribers and watch it all the way through if you guys can. What? So the marriage thing promoted by Republicans, MAGA trad wives? What's trade wives, you mean? They're wanting to trade wives? Jesus. That wouldn't surprise me. 2 of Cups. Maybe they'll like the other partner better than the other one, I guess. I don't know. That was weird. Yeah, I saw that too. Was she an American, the young girl that had like braces on her teeth or something? Oh, it was a qualifier on the bobsled. Well, I guess they might not have made it. Women staying home, barefoot and pregnant. Oh, I don't think us women, we have fought way too hard for our independence, as well as, I mean, Black and brown people, Native American people have been fighting very hard all their lives, and we fought hard all of our life. I know I have, you have, uh, and thank you, our ancestors who fought and stood up for our right to vote and our right to be independent and not barefoot and pregnant. Let's see what Spirit has to say about that. I mean, I guess he's got to repopulate the earth so he can rule it. Because if he kills everybody, he's not going to have anybody to rule. Oh, lo and behold. Okay. No, that's not going to happen. Women are not going to allow that. There are women in power too, and they are going to stand up and they are going to fight just like I am, just like you are, just like all the women that I know, my daughter included, is going to stand up and fight for our rights to be who we are and independent and free. And if we don't want to have children, we don't have to. I would say, I don't want any kids. We ain't doing it. If you don't want to wrap it, if you don't want to give me birth control, you ain't getting any from me unless you take it. And if you take it, you're going to regret that because you got to sleep sometime. And, our ancestors have, shined a light on our path forward for us women to be independent, not dependent, but independent. There are still some women out there that feel like they need a man to be somebody. It's not true. They're brainwashed. There are some women out there that believe they need a man to be somebody. They don't. So let's light the way for our children. Let's turn this card this way and not feel like we're alone, because we're not alone. We are a force to be reckoned with. We are women. Hear us roar. We do not need partners. We may want them. We may want a partner, but we don't need them. We are strong by ourselves. We don't need them. We may want one. I mean, I love my husband. I would not want to be without him, but I wouldn't take another. I love him. He loves me, and that's it for me. And it's about love. It's about mutual respect. It's about kindness. So we don't need somebody to tell us, you have to stay home and wash the dishes, clean the house, take care of kids. We don't need that. What we need is to be ourselves. And they need to respect us in that manner for us to be ourselves, as well as we need to respect them to be their self. Page of Pentacles. That's the Capricorn card. And that talks about being organized. And us women know how to organize. If we know nothing, we know how to organize. And we can sew a button on a pair of pants if we need to. Can a man? We're a little unfocused, the Star card. At least these guys have clothes on in this one. And, we're not always focused. We work on emotion a lot of the time. And we need to start reeling it in and focus on one thing at a time. Sometimes that's hard to do. I get distracted a lot. And we need to stop crying over spilled milk. If we lost somebody that didn't love us or wasn't in love with us, then you know what? Move on. Move on And if somebody is not treating you right, if they're abusing you physically, emotionally, gaslighting you, you need to move on. You can do better than that. And believe that you can do better than that, because you can. Some people are just not walking away from it. Some people you can lead to water, but you can't make them drink. You know? I mean, come on, people. Come on, women. Stand up for yourself. We got this. We are stronger in numbers, and we know this. And the last one is the high priestess. Take care of yourself. Listen to your intuition. It won't lead you astray. I promise. When your head and your heart are doing battle, go to your intuition. If it says take off, take off. If it says stay, stay. But know the difference. When this and this is doing battle, you have to listen to this. So, to sum all that up, I believe the majority of women are standing up for themselves. If we don't want to have children, we're not going to have sex unless you rape us. And if you rape us, you may feel sorry because you got to sleep sometime. That's what I always say anyway. And they would be having a hard time raping, because I would fight like hell. They'd know I was there and they wouldn't like it. Yes, the angels are watching over us women, because I believe that somebody misinterpreted the King James. Well, I know that King James rewrote the Bible so he could divorce his wife. Anyway, I believe that somebody messed with the man's book. Somebody didn't interpret it correctly. Because when he said mankind, he meant humankind, not man. A woman wasn't invented for men to be an object. We are human. We are a soul living in a body. This is our house. This is our house of the Spirit or the Lord, not a building, not brick and mortar. Your heart, what radiates out from your soul, is who you are. And you cannot allow other people to make you into somebody you're not, because you won't stay there for long. And gaslighting is a real thing. It happened to me. I know it happened to a lot of people. And it's too bad. My favorite card is the High Priestess and the Sun. My favorite cards are the High Priestess and Sun. The Star is too scattered for me. It's too out of focus, unless it's a reverse. And then it's like, okay. But yeah, the Sun card is opportunities, and the High Priestess is intuition. So I love both of those two. Yeah, me too. I feel sorry for the kids too. I really do. I do. I feel so sorry for them. I feel sorry for the kids these days. And some of them really don't know any different. You know, our generation, you know, we wanted the best for our children. We wanted them to have what we didn't, at least in my case. And we wanted to protect them from the evils of the world. And so, you know, I don't think I did my daughter any favors by being that helicopter parent. You know, I don't think I did her any favors. I'm trying to make up for that now, because I was definitely a helicopter parent when it came to Holly. Harmony, not so much, but she was a good kid. Holly, she fits her name. She's got some thorns, and she can sure prick you. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you on here. How are you? I was so worried about you. Des, or Dish, I can't, I am so happy to see you on here. Oh my gosh, that makes my heart happy. I am so glad you're alive. I'm so glad you were able to get on. Yay. Woo, we've missed you. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We have missed you. I hope you are doing good. Are you doing good? Are things okay? Been busy? Good. Aw, we have missed you so much. We have been so worried about you. Oh, good. I'm so happy. Yay. That makes my heart happy. I'm glad to see you on here. Very busy. Good. Good. I'm glad you're busy. I'm glad you're taking care of you, I hope. And trying on some shoes, I hope. God, my hair is like, oh, my head's itching. And no, I don't think I have any lice in there. Haven't been anywhere to get any, so I don't know. But I'm glad you're on. Thank you for commenting and being a part of our community. We have missed you for sure. And Jane with two N's, we missed her too for a while there, a couple of readings. But life gets, gets busy, gets hectic. So, I get it. I gotta go in about 15 minutes, guys. So if you have a question, now's the time. Let's help our community build strong. Let's like and share the videos and comment as much as you can. Help me monetize this channel, which I don't know if it'll ever get monetized or not, but I still like doing it. I still enjoy this. It still brings me comfort to give other people comfort and give them a heads up. So don't forget about Zodiac Sunday, which is tomorrow. And I'll do all 12 zodiac signs from my little teacup. Good. Thank you. That's a very nice compliment. I like the energy in here too. I think we are all very positive and support each other, and I think that is super awesome. As I think you should. I think you should, Des. I think you should. Let's see. I love doing the Zodiac Sundays. They're cool. I think. I still want to do the Love Connection, and I try to do the Good News Friday, but sometimes I just don't get to it. My time is limited, as everyone knows. Let's see. His intentions towards you. I think he's Ram is not the person for you. Let's see. And I can, yes. I will do that as soon as I pull a card for Des about what's his name, Ram's intention to her. I think she needs to stop talking to him altogether personally. That's what June says. That's what Spirit says. But what June says and what Spirit says, sometimes two different things. Is that it? Yep. All right. Ace of Cups. I think there's someone out there for you. I don't believe it's him. I think it's somebody new. Somebody who is going to rock your world. Who's going to make you feel like you're the most beautiful, special person on earth. So I know you're not walking away from him yet, and until you do, this will not come. So you need to walk away from him totally. And maybe he'll change and be a new person and show you what you deserve to be shown and love you the way you deserve to be loved, because he ain't doing it. You have woke up from your infatuation, if you will, with this guy. I just don't think he is the one for you. Queen of Cups, Four Swords, both reversed. Queen of Cups is a Scorpio. You're not listening to your intuition there. You should. Four Swords reverse would be you need to get out there. You don't need to rest. I know it's dangerous. I know that you woke up from this. You're realizing that you deserve to be loved and you deserve to have somebody be in love with you as well as you are with them. You cannot love enough for two people or two souls. You can't, no matter how hard you try. I don't see you left out in the cold. I don't see you being alone all your life. I don't see that. And also, I don't see you going anywhere else. I think you've moved and I think you're excited about that. And there's a new opportunity there. I wouldn't communicate. I would let him do the communicating and I would be like, well, if I want to answer, I want to answer. If not, I'm washing my hair. Sorry. No can do. You gotta move away from that, baby girl. And then somebody asked to pull a card about somebody trying to keep their sobriety, trying to keep sober, I guess. Let me do that one. I don't know who that was who asked it, but good. I'm good. Glad for you. I'm glad you're going Queen of Swords straight up. Queen of Swords is a Virgo type of individual. So listen and learn, I guess is what it's trying to say. Listen to people. Watch their actions, not their words. Let's see. The sober question. It's just how is this person's sobriety going? Are they going to continue on the path of being sober? Spirit. I don't know who this young person is, but I can't say I blame them for wanting to numb themselves from the world because it's hard. I do care about you, my dear. I really do. Let's see about somebody's sobriety. I don't know if I'm even saying that word correctly. Are they going to continue on that path to being straight? And I don't mean like in a gay way, but not being high or not being drunk or whatever. That's it. That's all I got for them. Let's see. Queen of Pentacles. They have two sides. The sober side and the unsober side. And sometimes the unsober side just numbs them and makes them feel better. But then in reality, the problem is still there. So they really do need to work on the problem, solve the issue that's causing them to want to numb themselves and not be a part of. So, the Emperor, being fair. Yes, that means that's a yes. They're going to try to continue. But they got to fix the problem before they can continue. And they're trying, according to Eleanor's card. They are trying to be truthful and fair to themselves, give themselves a fighting chance and get to the root of the problem and not numb themselves. Yes, They have made some bad choices. They sure have. And they have learned a lesson, probably a hard lesson too. So, yes, they've made some bad decisions. Yes, they've done some bad things, but they are moving forward and they're trying to get to the root of why did I do these things? Not only to myself, but to others. Was my reaction causes reactions, right? So, they're trying to get to the root of the problem. And they're trying to do it maybe too quickly. And you got to sometimes take your time, talk to a therapist or something to get the root of the problem, and then cut it off or dig it out, whatever you got to do. Burn it. I didn't see what you pulled, Gina. What did you pull? Yeah, I hate that about India. I really do, and I hate that for you. I know you got support from me, Disha. You got support from me. I know it's scary, and I know it's hard for you to do as I would tell my girls to do. It's hard being that where you come from is a different culture than where mine was. And I don't know what card. Oh, you pulled the Chariot straight up. Yeah, somebody's getting their ducks in a row. Whoever you pulled that for is getting their ducks in a row. Yes, I agree. I agree with you, Nicody. I think that they definitely have to get to the root of the problem. Yes, there are. There are good men in India as well as around the world. There's also some really evil men in India, as there is here. Look at Donald Trump, for instance. Aw. I love all the support everybody gives each other here. It is so good. It feels so amazing to be a part of this community, our community. It just lightens my day. It makes my heart happy. And, when the Bills win, it's like when the Bills win, they make my heart happy. It's like the Bills going to the Super Bowl and hopefully winning it would bring so much joy to the city of Buffalo because they've supported this team for years, decades, since they started in 1959 or 60, whatever. I think it's 59 they started, 1959. But anyway, I love this community. I wouldn't have it any other way. I love doing this. I love being a part of all of your lives. And I appreciate you being here. And if you appreciate me being here, please hit like and subscribe. If you haven't, to check your subscription because I gain some, I lose some. My highest was 1,458, and now it's down to 1,445. So, guys, we got to get this rolling. And Tarot Jam. I love Tarot Jam. And I think if anybody else has cards and they want to pull some too, let's do it. Do it. I want to hear what you have to say. I want to hear your interpretation of the card. Aw, thank you, Marina. Gable. Ugh, I hate that. YouTube needs to quit it. Who can I call? Who can I call? Ghostbusters? I don't know. I mean, oh, okay, guys. I only got a few minutes left, and then I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta turn the hubby and cook some queso, sausage queso, so we can watch the game. You can call us, so we'll keep at it. Yes, I'm calling on all y'all warriors. Help me monetize this channel. YouTube, if you're listening, stop doing what you're doing and stop making money off of me and let me share in that wealth. YouTube, don't make me go to TikTok. You have a good night, Des. Black beans. I love black beans. I love black olives too. I make this Mexican casserole that has both of that in there and cheese and hamburger. Some people don't eat beef, but I love it. I'm a carnivore, I know. I hope you'll be back. I hope that you're in a good place and you're not so busy dating that you can come and see us and hang out and tell us all about your new dates and stuff. That sounds good. Beans and ham soup. I made that just recently. 7-bean Cajun style with ham soup. Yeah, cube steak is not my favorite either. I like steak, but I don't like cube steak that much. And thanks everyone again. Thank you, Eleanor, for thanking everyone and being a part of my life. I don't know what I'd do without you. Oh, you don't like ham, Gina? Dad made SOS. That was what my phone was saying. And I had to do I gave Verizon a new butthole. I was like, what are you doing? My husband needs this. Oh, yum. I like meatball potato soup. I made that the other day. It was so good. Oh, yeah, I get that too. I have a lot of vegetarian friends, and I respect them. And my friend Michelle, she's a vegetarian, although she does eat eggs, so she's not and cheese, but she's not total veggie, but she doesn't eat meat at all, not chicken, not fish, not beef, nothing. So, I mean, I get it. I do. I understand. I say to each your own. I've heard of that shit on a shingle. I actually heard of that. Pigs are very smart animals. They can be very mean too. You don't want to get in a pig pen. They'll eat you up. They'll eat meat. Yours. So, yeah, it's hard. It's hard to be a vegetarian. It's hard to be a carnivore. It's hard to be on the carnivore diet, the no carb diet. because beans even have carbs in them. But oh yeah, she would. She's a vegetarian, so I'm sure she's got some really good recipes there. So maybe if you need any ideas, ask Gina D. But guys, it's 3:33. I gotta go. I love tomatoes. I love tomato soup. So the card just fell out. We're all lucky to have each other. We're all lucky to be in this community together. Together we stand. Together we, the people, believe. And we will prevail. So that's the last card of the day, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. And let's get to 2,500 subscribers. Hit like and subscribe. Check your subscription. Make sure you're still subscribed, because YouTube is unsubscribing people for whatever reason they unsubscribe people. But I don't know. Anyway, I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your day. And go Bills. Go Bills. And stay mystical. Oh, I keep thinking my screen is a touch screen, and it's not. Bye, y'all. Stay mystical.